Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Milan. I help new hosts on Airbnb establish and grow their Airbnb businesses, share practical tips, and empower you to become as best as you can. Today, we're answering a client question or a mentee question. I am currently helping almost 1,000 new hosts on Airbnb establish and grow their businesses. And today's question comes from Shahriar, who asks, "Hello Milan. I don't know why I haven't got any money from Airbnb to my account." This is a very common question and it has a very simple answer. Before I go into answering this question, I want to invite you to support this channel by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and sharing this message with other hosts such as yourself so that more of you can have better support, better experience as this channel grows organically and naturally. Thank you. In order to answer this question, we will have to go to the account settings. So you will click on your icon in the upper right corner and you will click to account. The answer to this question is very simple, because what most of hosts do is they add their payment information instead of payout information. And there is a very clear distinction between these two. And the main difference is that when you add your payment info, you are doing that as a guest on Airbnb. When you add your payout info, you do that as host on Airbnb. These are the two most significant and important distinctions between the two. How you find these is you click on the account icon as I showed you already, and you find payments and payouts. Once you're in the payments and payouts menu, you will see 4 different categories: payments, payouts, service fee, and guest contributions. Guest contributions is a relatively new function in Airbnb that allows you to receive additional income and additional cash, which is basically tipping. In this same way, you can receive additional cash from guests. Yes, you can actually do so. And it's their choice whether they do that or not, because they can also adjust their payment, they can go into the payment menu, and they can also offer you what we can call, for the sake of understanding this better, a tip. Service fees you already probably know, and if you do not, please stick to this channel and we will cover that very soon. What you want and what you're specifically seeking is payouts. So please remember, not payments, because payments are about you paying hosts for the service of staying at their place on Airbnb. What you need is payouts. And this is the only way that Airbnb knows to pay you for your services. What will happen if you do not provide your bank details or card number is that Airbnb simply will not send you any payments until you do so. Now bear in mind that I don't have this information quite yet, but you need to expect that Airbnb might certainly, almost certainly, put a deadline for you to provide those information before it says, you know what, too much time has passed and we no longer can pay you out. So make sure that this is one of the first things that you do when you register your Airbnb account and when you register yourself as a host. If you want to know how to register as a host and how to do it in a proper way, follow this video. Now, naturally, you will go here and you will always be able to add a payout method. And when you add your payout method, you will select your billing country and how you would like to get paid. As you can see here, thankfully, there are many ways to get paid in. Bank account, PayPal in dollars. So in my case, it is Swedish kronas because I'm situated in Sweden, and euros because Sweden is in Europe but hasn't accepted euro as its official currency. And Payoneer. Depending on your country, there can also be additional payment options. Most secure payment option is bank account. It's absolutely up to you how you do this, but I personally suggest to you that you go with bank account. If we go back, we will see a totally new function on Airbnb that I want to suggest to you before I go further into this video. This is how you split your payouts. You can send money to different accounts by setting routing rules. I invite you to research this in large detail because this is absolutely revolutionary for Airbnb. Because it means that you can actually allocate the payments from your listing to different bank accounts. So if you have a bank account, let's say in Switzerland, and if you have a bank account in Sweden or in your whole country, you can allocate in percentage how much of the payment You see, payout for your listing on Airbnb will be allocated to that bank account. I will create a separate video on this, so please keep updated and I will happily share with you how to do this and how to do this best. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video and to this channel so that I can do this for you. Now back to the payout methods. When you've done this, you can check on the right side menu on the Need Help option as to when you will get your payout, how payouts work, and you can go to your transaction history. Of course, if this is your first time, you will not have a transaction history, because if you just registered your bank details, there will be no transaction history. The most important thing at this point is that you register payouts instead of payments, and that you, in case you want to get informed, get relevant information that is always available there. I get asked by so many hosts all the time, when will I get money, when is this and when is that? And all you need to do is go to the right side menu and read these information. And my advice to you, Shahriar, is to do exactly the same. So when you register on Airbnb, your success is dependent primarily on your excellence and expertise and understanding how Airbnb business model works. And you do that by getting informed on the basic questions that won't knock you out when they come in the middle of nowhere, when you're like, hey, my money is not arriving, what's happening? You're, of course, if you register with my link, which you have in the description below the video, you will always have support from me, a direct support from me in a designated chat, which is no problem whatsoever. However, use me to have quality support. These kinds of matters and these kinds of issues you can cover very extensively on your own. Just click on these links and read them. And if not, find them with me and I will happily send them to you via our chat if you register via my link. You can see that there is an average processing time depending on which payment method you choose, which is totally normal, and don't get scared because this is absolutely how Airbnb business works. Once you've learned more and all that you need to know about your payouts, the next process is for you to do it right, to enter your bank details and to remember two most important things when you do so. One is to have your phone with you all the time in case Airbnb needs to verify your identity. It is no longer sufficient that Airbnb only has your ID, because we are entering a digital era, a digital world where people can easily access our accounts or passwords or similar, which is why you need to have your phone with you so you can receive an SMS or a call which will give you a confirmation code. And secondly, to remember, and please write down on a piece of paper and hold it next to your desktop or working computer, your PIN. This is called a two-factor authentication setting, or a two-factor authentication that allows you as a host to be verified by Airbnb so that we can know it is really you who is behind the screen accessing your private details and information, so that no one else can do that instead of you. Shahriar, I hope I answered your question as to why you're not receiving your payouts. It is a very simple solution. You need to add your payout method. So not payment method, payout method. If you still need support with this, and if this is a question you're struggling with, please feel free to reach out to me privately, especially if you register with my link, which you can find below. You are most welcome to write to me at any point of the day, and I will respond within 24 hours. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe so that more people can see this, and submit your questions so that I can create new, fresh content and answer them in a timely manner so that you can be updated about what is happening on Airbnb from a Superhost ambassador perspective and someone who's been with Airbnb for almost 10 years and who's helping almost 1,000 hosts on Airbnb. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day. Bye.